Okay, let's get into your reading, Aquarius. Okay, I feel like you are being loved by two people, but one of them is younger than you, but is the absolute one. And very, very shortly, commitment is going to come into your life. I really believe that someone here is going to make you theirs. There is a proposal. There is some kind of conversation around marriage that is going to take place in your life. For those of you that are completely single, or if you're in a situation, I really do believe that there is a person here that is going to really come in and really show to you as well that they are very, very serious about you. And they are serious to want to make things work with you. Now, if you want to accept this energy, then, remember, in order to be able to receive, you must also give. So definitely like the video, comment down below as well, one, because that is the ace. And of course, do subscribe as well to really seal in the intention, because I'm telling you, it's going to happen and it's going to come together so beautifully. I'm telling you, listen, I know that the Ace of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck. And there are some people that'll be like, oh my God, I bet you put it there, which I definitely didn't. But the rest of the cards will always showcase the picture. The rest of the cards will always show what needs to be shown. And here it is. You literally saw me shuffle this card out. Okay? The Two of Cups is about marriage. It's about commitment, and it's about partnership. This is a relationship reading. It's a direction that we've gone in very quickly. And the Ace of Pentacles can mean lots of things, but I specifically said commitment, marriage. And that is an energy here that we have with the Two of Cups. You've got the Angel of Venus at the top here as well. And you've got two people that are very, very much giving and loving towards each other. And that is going to be you and your person. Okay? Things are going to come together so, so beautifully that you will not even have to think twice. Is this my person? Is this the right choice? You will just be like, you know what? Yes, yes, yes. And I see that you will cry very, very happy tears after it happens, because it's something that you have dreamt of for a very, very long time. It is something that you wanted to have happen for you for a very, very long time. And especially with the Seven of Swords, you've always felt that in the past, you get so, so close to something and then it gets taken away from you. You get so close to being with someone, it gets taken away from you. You want to, be with someone and it gets taken away from you. And you've just felt like the universe was sort of hurting you. And, life was self-sabotaging you. Well, guess what? When this takes place for you, you will realize why certain things happened the way that they did. And I think that's something that can feel quite overwhelming. But listen, the universe is orchestrating absolutely everything for you. King of Wands shows action being taken, things coming into your life, you feeling stronger, happier. And I also see that this person, is going to be really, really proactive. I see that they're going to come forward in a way that just never leaves any room for doubt in your heart and your soul. You're never going to think to yourself, oh my God, are they going to care about me like this? Or are they going to care about me like that? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? You just won't worry, because they'll just show you before you even have to overthink and question anything. Like literally, wow. Wow. Lots and lots of chemistry, lots of attraction, lots of energy between you both that is just so loving and so kind and so giving and just so beautiful, especially with the Three of Wands. You've waited for this. You've wanted this. Now, I will say I'm sensing two people here. Okay, I'm sensing two people. What happened when I said two people? The Knight of Pentacles came out. Okay, so I would say that the King and the Page of Wands are one person. Okay, it's very much represented as one person. The Knight of Pentacles is a different suit. So essentially, we've got here another person. Now, I feel that there's going to be a person from your past that will come into your life, and there's also going to be a new person that comes. It is going to be your choice as to who you choose, because the one is known as the chosen one, and there isn't just one person for each person in this lifetime. A lot of people think like, oh my God, like the one, where's the one, right? But you do have options and choices, and there isn't just one person. The person that you choose is the chosen one. But what I will say here is that you will have the full decision-making power and choice. A lot of you are like, no, I don't want a past person. So therefore, you will just really enjoy the company of the new person. You will really like their energy. The new person is financially very stable, very, very wealthy, and is someone that really, really takes their time in terms of not commitment, but takes their time in terms of wanting to get to know you and wanting to know what you like, what you don't like, and really noting that down and really understanding it without making everything about themselves. Okay, so yeah. And then also past person, I think is more of the King and the Page of Wands energy. This is someone that will find you very attractive. They don't want to let you go. They want to be in your life. They can't see life without you, and they will do everything they can in their power to make things work with you and for you. Okay? So you've got two people that want you, energetically speaking. Even if you have no one around you right now, like there's two people. Spiritual energies are very powerful because they linger. They still linger. Okay? And we've got here the Seven of Cups. Linger. Okay, there we go. That's literally the lingering energy. Okay, in the spiritual world, everything is developing. Everything's coming together. Everything is progressing. Everything is happening. Even if we don't see it, right? It's always happening. Even thoughts, right? Like just because someone takes action doesn't mean that that thought hasn't existed. For example, people come up with business ideas in their mind before they ever put it to paper. Sometimes not everything is pen to paper. Not everything is said. Not everything is expressed. Not everything has an action taken on it. And that is the spiritual energy. It's so, so powerful. People think so many thoughts, right? But very, very little of it manifests into the 3D world. So that's what you need to understand, is that the spiritual world behind the scenes is very, very rich. And there's a lot happening behind the scenes to allow this to come together, because your angels, your spirit guides are helping you, and you are a very loving, kind, homely person, right? You want what you rightly so deserve. You absolutely deserve it. And don't let anyone else tell you that you don't deserve this, right? Don't let anyone tell you like, oh, you should just be happy with how your life is right now. And make sure you get your advice from people that really, care to have empathy, people that really understand, people with that emotional connectivity. All I'm going to tell you, listen, your past person is going to be very, very persistent. Your past person is going to be so persistent on making things happen. I think what's going to happen is that they'll have a thought planted in their mind. What if you end up with someone else? I think that thought is going to really run them over so much, to the point where they will do everything they can to make sure you don't end up with someone else. So just be aware of that, okay? But if you want your past person, it's a win-win situation, because they would do everything they can to make sure that you end up with them, okay? And listen, if you don't want your past person, you can just politely decline. Like, there is that as well. Okay, we got the Tower here because you will have to say no to one person, okay? I don't see you being with both people. You will say no to one person. And what I will say, what I do think is very important, is that if you want the person that is for your highest good and the person that you will be with that will make you the happiest long term, sometimes you can't always see that, right? When you've got two people around you, because you're only going based off what you know right now. For some of you, your new person may be so much better for you. For some of you, your past person actually might be, the person that really has learned their lesson and really treats you better. So I really hope that this reading helped you. You're going to have these two choices: past person, new person. It's going to be your choice. And this is what we have. It's really exciting to see, actually. And I want to stay with you a little longer, okay? Because there's more I'm picking up as I sit with these cards, and I don't want you to leave without hearing it. Let me go back to the very beginning, okay? To that Ace of Pentacles that was sitting at the bottom of the deck, because I don't want you to miss how significant it is that this particular card opened your reading. The Ace of Pentacles, okay, isn't the flighty card. It's not butterflies and fireworks that fade in a month. It's the seed of something real, something you can build a life on, something with roots, with foundations, with a future you can actually stand on. So the fact that it's your foundation card for a love reading tells me this isn't a fling or a situationship that fizzles out. This is the real, lasting, build a home together kind. And pair that, okay, with the Two of Cups sitting right beside it, and you have the two strongest commitment cards you could ask for sitting together. The seed of something real and the vow of two souls choosing each other. That's not a small thing. That's the cards spelling out marriage as plainly as they ever do. And I want to talk about that proposal, okay, that conversation around marriage I mentioned at the start, because I want you to actually let yourself believe it. I know that after everything, a part of you hears the word proposal and thinks, not for me, that happens to other people. But this reading found you specifically, and it's saying it happens for you. And I want you to picture it, okay, just for a second. The moment someone looks at you and makes it clear they want you, all of you, forever. The conversation where the future stops being a question and becomes a plan. The happy tears I told you about. Because it's the thing you dreamt of for so long that you'd almost stopped saying it out loud. That's not fantasy, okay? That's the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Angel of Venus, all lined up and pointing at your real life. The first thing, okay, is the Two of Cups. I want to go back to it because it's the heart of this whole reading. Two people facing each other, equals, pouring into each other's cups in the same measure. And the Angel of Venus blessing it from above. And I want you to really take in, okay, what it means that Venus herself is presiding over your union card. Venus is the planet of love and beauty and harmony. And having that energy watching over the two people in this card means this isn't just any partnership. It's a blessed one. A love with something divine watching over it, protecting it, wanting it to flourish. And the reason I keep coming back to the word equals, okay, is because I don't think you've always had that. I think you've known what it's like to be the one who loves more, who reaches more, who gives more, and waits, and hopes, and get so much less back than you poured in. And this card, okay, is the universe's promise that those days are ending, that the next love meets you in the middle, gives as much as it takes, loves you as much as you love. So you finally get to feel what it's like to be poured into, not just to pour. And I want you to notice, okay, they are equals, not one person doing all the loving and the other just taking, not one chasing and one being chased, both giving, both loving. And if your past has been lopsided, where you gave more, loved harder, tried longer than they ever did, then this card is promising you a love that finally meets you as fully as you show up. And the Seven of Swords, okay, I keep coming back to it because that pain of the almost is so specific. Getting close and having it taken, getting close again and having it taken again, until a part of you started to believe that maybe closeness itself was the problem, that you weren't allowed to have the thing the second it got real. But when the true one lands, okay, you're going to look back at every single almost and understand each one that slipped away kept you free. Each near miss was a door quietly closing so the right door could stay open. The universe wasn't punishing you. It was protecting the yes that was always coming. And I want to come back, okay, to that lingering energy, the Seven of Cups, and everything the reader said about the spiritual world behind the scenes, because I think it's one of the most comforting parts of this whole reading. And I don't want it to slip past you because there will be stretches, okay, where it feels like nothing is happening, where no one's reaching out, where the phone is quiet and your love life feels frozen and you start to wonder if any of this is real. But the reading is telling you, okay, that the surface is not the whole story. Underneath it, in the unseen, there is so much developing. Two people carrying feelings for you, energies lingering and still lingering, thoughts forming, intentions building that haven't turned into actions yet. Because not everything, okay, is pen to paper. Not everything is said out loud. Not everything has an action taken on it yet. People carry whole worlds of feeling for someone before they ever say a word. And there are people carrying that for you right now, even in the silence, even when you can't see it. So in the quiet stretches, okay, I don't want you to panic. I don't want you to read the silence as nothing, because your angels, your spirit guides are working behind the scenes, and two souls are turning toward you in ways that haven't reached the surface of your daily life yet. It's coming. It's just building where you can't see it. And the King of Wands, okay, this proactive person who leaves no room for doubt, I want you to feel how different that is from what may have hurt you before. No more decoding someone. No more wondering if they're as invested as you are. No more doing all the emotional work to figure out where you stand. Because this person, okay, shows you before you even have to ask. They make it clear. They take the action. They close the gap. So your heart never has to sit in that anxious not knowing. And after everything you've been through, a love you don't have to question is its own kind of miracle. And I want to name something, okay, about the chemistry the reader kept mentioning. Lots of chemistry, lots of attraction, but also so loving, so kind, so giving, because that combination is rarer than you think. And it's worth holding out for, because a lot of people, okay, only ever get one or the other. There's the intense chemistry with someone who treats you badly, all spark and no safety, the kind that keeps you up at night in the worst way. And then there's the safe, kind person with no spark at all, where you feel comfortable but nothing lights up. And what the cards are showing you, okay, is both at once. The chemistry and the kindness, the fire and the safety, the attraction that doesn't cost you your peace. You don't have to choose between being thrilled and being treated well. The love that's coming offers you both. The racing heart and the soft place to land together. And the Three of Wands, okay, you've waited for this, you've wanted this, and I want to honor how long you've waited, because you don't cry happy tears over something you only mildly hoped for. You cry them over the thing you'd almost given up on. The dream you held so quietly for so long that its arrival cracks you wide open. And there's something sacred in that, okay? Because it means this love, when it lands, won't be casual to you. It'll be the answer to years of longing, the thing you wished for on so many quiet nights. And getting to actually hold it in your hands, the exact thing you ached for, is one of the most moving things a person can experience. And then the two people, okay, the King and Page of Wands as one, the passionate past love, and the Knight of Pentacles as the other, the steady, stable, patient new one. And the reading is so clear that the choice is yours. And I want to go back, okay, to something you said inside the reading, that you will not even have to think twice, that you'll just know, yes, yes, yes. Because I think that certainty is one of the most beautiful promises here. Because so much of the pain, okay, in the past was the doubt, the wondering, the trying to read someone, to figure out where you stood, to convince yourself that maybe this one would finally work out. The endless analyzing, the is it me, is it them, is this real spiral. And the cards are saying, okay, this one won't be like that. It won't be a question mark. It won't be something you have to talk yourself into or overthink to death. It'll be a clear, settled, whole body yes. The kind of certainty you only feel when something is genuinely deeply right. And that's how you'll know, okay, between the two. The right one won't keep you guessing. The right one will feel like your whole being exhaling into a yes. And I want you to trust that feeling when it comes, because after all the doubt you've lived through, that clarity is going to feel like coming home. And I want you to hold that power, okay? Because it's freeing. You are not at the mercy of one single soulmate you might miss forever. You have options. You have agency. The chosen one is the one you choose. So you don't have to choose from fear, from loneliness, from grabbing whoever wants you first. You get to choose from discernment, from standards, from what's genuinely right for you. And I want to talk about the new person for a moment. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, because the reading gave us some really specific things about them. Financially stable, wealthy, someone who takes their time to get to know you, who notes down what you like and what you don't, who wants to understand you without making everything about themselves. And I want you to hear how rare that last part is, okay, without making everything about themselves, because so many people make a connection all about their own needs, their own story, their own feelings. And the Knight of Pentacles is the opposite. Steady, attentive, genuinely curious about you, the kind of person who makes you feel seen and studied and known because they actually took the time to learn you. And the past person, okay, the King and Page of Wands, they carry a different energy entirely, passionate, intense, someone who finds you deeply attractive, who can't picture their life without you, who will fight to make it work. And I want you to hold both of these honestly, because they're both real and they're both wanting you. But here's what I want you to be careful of, okay? With the past person's persistence. The reader said something important, that a lot of their drive will come from the fear of you ending up with someone else. And I want you to notice whether their pursuit is really about cherishing you and about them having grown, or whether it's about them not wanting to lose. Because those are two very different things, okay? Someone fighting for you because they truly see your worth and have become better, versus someone fighting because their ego can't stand the loss. The first is love. The second just looks like it for a while. And about that choice, okay, here's the gentlest guidance I can give you. When you imagine a future with each person, notice how your body feels underneath the excitement. Does one future feel like calm, like safety, like you can finally breathe and be fully yourself? And does the other feel a little anxious, a little like bracing, like you'd have to earn it, manage it, stay a little guarded? Because the right person for your highest good, okay, the one who will make you happiest long term, tends to feel like exhaling, not like holding your breath. The past person may be more exciting, more familiar, more persistent, but persistence isn't the same as being right for you, and sometimes the fear of losing you is more about them than about your happiness. And I want to go back, okay, to something the reader said that I don't want you to lose, which is that you deserve this. You are a loving, kind, homely person, and you want what you rightly deserve, and you absolutely deserve it. And I want to sit with that word, okay, homely, because it's such a warm thing to be called. It means you carry home in you. You're the kind of person who makes a space feel safe, who cares, who nurtures, who gives people a place to land. And a person like that deserves to be given a home in return. A person who is their soft place the way they've been everyone else's. And don't you dare, okay, let anyone talk you out of wanting it. The reader said this too, and it matters. Don't let anyone tell you that you should just be happy with how things are. Because usually the people who say that already have the very thing they're telling you not to want. It's easy, okay, for someone who's already settled, already partnered, already secure to tell you to stop wanting more. But if they were in your shoes, they'd want more empathy, not less. They'd want someone to say, your longing is valid, your dream is allowed, your want is not too much. So I'm saying it to you now, okay? Your want is not too much. Wanting to be chosen, wanting to be committed to, wanting a love that stays is one of the most natural human things there is. And it is not greedy to want it. It's not ungrateful. It's just your heart pointing at a life you're allowed to have. And the Tower, okay, you will say no to one person. And I know that saying no can feel cruel or scary, especially to someone who cares about you. But choosing one person fully means releasing the other, and that release isn't unkind, it's honest. It frees them too to find the person who is their yes, instead of being someone's maybe. And whichever one you choose, okay, I want you to choose them fully. No one foot out the door. No keeping the other person on the back burner, just in case. Because a love this real, this blessed, this long-awaited deserves your whole yes. And so do you. And I want to say one more thing, okay, about the 7 of Cups and all those options floating in front of you. Because the reader read it as the lingering energy, 2 people developing behind the scenes. But the 7 of Cups is also classically the card of choice of many cups to pick from. And I don't want that to overwhelm you, okay? Because sometimes too many options can feel paralyzing. You can freeze, worried about picking wrong. But here's what I want you to remember. You already have the discernment to choose well, because this whole reading, okay, has been showing you what to look for. The one who's proactive, the one who leaves no doubt, the one who makes you feel safe enough to exhale, the one whose love feels mutual, equal, blessed. So when the choice comes, you won't be choosing blind. You'll have the card's guidance and your own deep knowing, both pointing you toward the absolute one. And right now, okay, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the truth that you are wanted, not by one, but by two souls. And breathe out every old story that said love wasn't coming for you, that you'd be the one left alone, that the almost was all you'd ever get. Let it go, and let me gather it all up for you, okay? One more time. The Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, real, foundational, marriage-level commitment. The Angel of Venus, two souls deeply loving toward you. The Seven of Swords, the old pain of the almost finally about to make sense. The King of Wands, a proactive love that leaves no doubt. The Three of Wands, the long-awaited arrival. The Knight of Pentacles, a steady, stable second person. The Seven of Cups, the options developing behind the scenes. And the Tower, the one clear choice that's yours to make. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay, slowly, so it settles. You are being loved by two souls, and commitment, marriage, a proposal, is genuinely coming. The real build-a-life kind that makes you cry happy tears. And all those times you got so close and it slipped away weren't the universe hurting you. They were protecting the yes, keeping you free for the one meant to stay. And now there are two, a passionate past love who can't let you go, and a steady, patient, stable new person, and the choice is completely yours. So choose with your eyes open, not just for the spark of today, but for the one who is truly for your highest good, who treats you well, who would make you happiest for the long, beautiful haul. One message. The love you waited for is here, and this time you're the one who gets to choose. And wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You have waited so long, okay, for love that stays. You've watched it come close and slip away, felt like the universe was against you, wondered if the thing you wanted most was the one thing you'd never get to have. And this reading found you, okay, to tell you the waiting is nearly over, that not one, but two souls are turning toward you. That the person you've dreamt of is real, serious, proactive, and about to make it unmistakably clear that you are theirs. So hold your standards high, okay? Don't settle out of loneliness or old fear. You have the power to choose now, and you deserve the one who leaves no doubt in your heart. The one who is truly, fully for your highest good. And when it comes, okay, when that person steps forward and the choice is in front of you, I want you to remember this moment, this reading, the day the cards told you it was finally really your turn. So if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed to Moonveil Tarot. Let me know in the comments which person you're feeling. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.